Hi, you're listening to Mind Your Business with Carla Dennis, and I am Carla Dennis. All the years that I've been in business, I have to tell you, I've seen so many business owners lose their business, make critical mistakes in their business because of lack of knowledge. I want to provide you with great tools and content so that you don't make these same critical mistakes in your business. I'm very happy and excited to have in studio with me President of Creative Images Foundation, Sherita Herring. Sherita has served as KI's president since August 1994 with more than 30 years in business development, nonprofit management, grant procurement, and public speaking arena. Sherita has spoken to thousands, coached hundreds of organizations, aided in transforming communities across the globe, and met with, advised, or been affiliated with a plethora of churches, community organizations, and political leaders. Sherita Herring, welcome to Mind Your Business. How are you?
Oh, I'm excellent. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely, absolutely. We talk about your work in the community. How do you bring together the wealthy, the small business owners, and the poor to see mutual benefits from a cohesive approach?
Well, you tap into what they love. For instance, the wealthy, they may not think about helping community until you tap into something that they love. So that's why you see so many celebrities and athletes that have a specific focus, because it ended up touching their heartstrings. And so when you touch their heartstrings, then you identify the individuals that are in that same vein. And then that's how you bring them together. So if you mention, for instance, a cancer organization and working with women in cancer, but you go to an athlete, for instance, Brady James, who was the captain of the Cowboys a few years ago. If you had mentioned cancer and women's empowerment 10 years earlier, you probably would not have touched him until his mother dealt with cancer. So when you are a nonprofit or someone that has a particular interest, you're watching for and niche marketing yourself to that individual that has that same passion.
Wow, that's really interesting. So really kind of keeping your pulse on the community, what's out there and what people are doing.
Yes, the same way that with a for-profit business, you keep your pulse on the direction of what businesses are hot, what is the trend for small business. That's the same thing in the nonprofit arena. It's just your focus is on the individuals and what's going on with community or whatever ailments or who's interested in that. You're just keeping the pulse of the industry that you're in.
Do you recommend that business owners, for-profit businesses create nonprofits?
Whether they want to or not, I recommend that if they don't want to create a nonprofit, to always look at the opportunities of collaborating. Because what that does is that just opens you up to the other investors. Grant funders are investors.
Right.
It's just their return on the investment is not receiving financial cash back. It's the write-off. And what does a write-off do?
Yes, lower taxes.
Exactly.
That's exactly right.
Exactly. So that's why the Giving Pledge, they decided that instead of their money getting ate up in taxes, by developing the Giving Pledge, they can direct what they want those dollars to do instead of it just getting ate up in taxes.
So even the wealthy are looking to lower their taxes. Sherita, I could talk to you all day long. People can feel hopeless no matter what their stature is in society. How can you help them find passion in their work and community and convince them that they can still find money and the means to have a high quality of life?
I know that the term is used often, passion, but if you're not in your passion, you're not going to continue to study that area. And so you have to be focused on what you love. See, so often people jump into something because it's hot at the moment.
Right.
But if it's not what you're hot for, if it's not a burning desire in you, then it's not going to become lucrative for you.
Right.
Now, I use the term lucrative because a lot of people don't use that term in the nonprofit arena. But it has to be lucrative to survive.
Right.
So one of the things that I love to do is break that myth that nonprofits cannot make a profit. Because they must make a profit in order to survive. They're a corporation.
Right.
Yeah. So I hope I didn't get off of what you said.
I absolutely love that. And we're gonna touch upon that a little bit, because I like the way you say nonprofits doesn't mean broke. That's what I tell my clients all the time.
It means broke if you don't understand that you don't have to be broke. There's so many individuals that they say they don't want to start a nonprofit because they need to get paid for what they do.
Right.
If you know how to run a business, which that's what a nonprofit is, then you are paid what you are worth to run that business.
Absolutely.
most don't realize all of what the NFL does behind the scenes with sick children, hospitals, schools. The franchise teams are not nonprofit, but the NFL is a nonprofit. Because if you're getting free money, tax-free money, they want to make sure that you don't have all your brothers and sisters and your best friend is the board. Now you're getting a $500,000 grant, and you guys are just splitting the money and taking it and building a home or something. So that's why they want a board, because they want to ensure that there is corporate governance.
Right.
Okay, and that there's no conflict of interest.
If you have any questions and want to talk to myself or my guests, please reach us at 800-721-7374. That's 800-721-7374. Or reach us at nybuniversity.com. That's nybuniversity.com. Thank you so much for listening. I can't wait to have this conversation with you again next week. And remember, mind your business.